It's Wally and the gang, back with the second half of tonight's Rwl Sn Rl from Calgary, Canada, birthplace of the notorious Hart family dungeon. Okay, quick second half recap. We've got Dakota Kai and the long-awaited return of Asuka to Ladies Legends competition. Alve Gigante facing Scotty Priest, the Insiders and the Guns Brothers in tag team action. And it all leads up to tonight's amazing Ladies Champions duel with the Queen, Dynamite Jeannie Parker and Liberty Bell Danielle.
Lots of good wrestling going on tonight. And that main event, I'm all ready for that. The match, actually a goodwill benefit, with both champs donating their money for tonight to charity. And a test of real deal champions in a non-title exhibition. Literally like Christmas, we only get to see it once a year. Starting out the second half tonight, Dakota Kai of the Future endeavored back on the scene against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, in her long-awaited return.
Talking about long-awaited return, where Tech's at? He should have been back by now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second half opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Carmella, and representing the Future Endeavor from Auckland, New Zealand, here is Dakota Kai. Okay, you two, check this out. There's rumblings backstage that the Future endeavored have someone else guiding them behind the scenes. Nothing with any solid evidence or any leads I've found yet. But I'll keep my nose to the ground for what for one I can round up.
Glad you could join us, Mr. Lynch. That was an awfully long break there, fella. What held you up?
Never you mind, buddy. Just never you mind. Now about the return of Asuka, let's not overhype it. It's only been a month that the Empress of Tomorrow's been away.
And her opponent from Japan, she is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
It's only been a month, but it's official that this former Ladies Legends champion will be competing a bit more regularly for the foreseeable future, which means more Asuka, and that means more excitement for our WL fans. Hell of a thing to have to come back to, the Future Endeavor, going out of their way to hurt their opponents, just for kicks and giggles. She's gonna have to watch her back with Carmella standing by.
I don't think Dakota is gonna do quite as well as she has in past outings. Not with this particular opponent. Asuka is gonna give her a way tougher match than she's used to.
Yeah, she's been the Ladies Legends champion a couple of times. Well, before Patty Powers, the current Ladies Legends champion, came along and relieved her thereof.
Don't know what it is about her that made her so fascinating to fans, but she's got plenty of it. A serious mystique surrounding Asuka. I hope she sticks it to Dakota Kai in this one.
That ain't very fair and balanced of you, GB, but I understand. Well, Asuka back with us, and up against Dakota Kai. Great way to start off the second half. Tom Kanemaru rings the bell. A kick from Dakota misses with the spin kick. Asuka darting around, catches the kick, puts the brakes on one. Dakota Kai counters. Takes Asuka down, delivers a kick to the back, follows it up with a stomp. Asuka puts on the brakes, counters into a dragon screw. Asuka lines her up. Look at this. Already into a submission. Still stretching all kinds of stuff as the referee checks things out. Dakota Kai. Looks like she's going to power out. Look at that. A little power bomb. Cuts herself loose. Asuka, a little slow getting back up to her feet. Dakota Kai right there. Whips her to the far corner. Gets a hold of her. Asuka counters with an elbow. Moves in. Couple of hard rights. Sets her up. Snap suplex to Dakota Kai. Carmella not getting involved yet, but you can bet she probably will. Series of hard rights from Asuka. Dakota Kai counters with a kick. Locks up Asuka. Hard Irish whip to the ropes. Oh, hard kick. Takes Asuka down to the canvas center ring. Dakota Kai drives a knee into the arm of Asuka. A kick, a stomp. The Empress of Tomorrow in a little bit of trouble right away. Dakota Kai starts gouging the face of Asuka. Asuka slides out the back door, gets a hold of Dakota Kai from behind, neckbreaker, and down goes Dakota. Dakota rounded up, leg sweep from Dakota Kai. And now Dakota Kai driving that knee into the arm of Asuka again. Asuka counters, kicks, hard right, gets a hold of her, kick to the midsection, lines up the arm, gets a hold of the leg. Look at this. Oh, man. Nicely done by the Empress of Tomorrow. Picks herself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Waiting for Dakota Kai to stand herself on up. And here we go. Ooh, this is with the crossbody. Misjudged the distance by a little bit. Couple of hard rights from Asuka on Dakota Kai. And a snap suplex. Dakota Kai starting to take quite a little bit of punishment here at the hands of Asuka. A leg sweep from Dakota Kai. And Dakota again driving the knee into the arm of Asuka. A kick to the back of the head, followed it up with a stomp. A basement drop kick to the back of the head. And a double boot stomp to the midsection from Dakota Kai. Dakota whips Asuka to the far corner. Sits her up on the top turnbuckle. Hard. Oh, man, she went crashing down. Carmella getting directly involved. Referee Tom Kanemaru making sure nobody winds up getting disqualified here. Dakota goes to the outside, delivers a kick to Asuka. Asuka counters, gets a hold of her. Dakota Kai slammed to the floor. Carmella still hanging around, looking suspicious. Asuka countered by Dakota Kai. Kick to the midsection from Asuka. Asuka gets a hold of her. Slams her down again. Dakota Kai again starting to take quite a bit of punishment as Asuka starts to pull away here. Referee Tom Kanemaru now just counting Dakota Kai, still on the outside. Asuka takes herself all the way up to the top turnbuckle in the far corner. Dakota Kai stands up. And, oh, well, she nailed the crossbody there from 10 feet up. Well, I know that had to hurt for Dakota Kai. Here's an armbar. Carmella still hasn't gotten directly involved yet, but you know she wants to. She's just chomping at the bit. Hard right hands to Dakota Kai from Asuka. Kick to the midsection from Dakota. Dakota rolls Asuka back inside the ring. Asuka back up to a standing position here, but Dakota Kai right there drives a knee into the back of Asuka. Follows it up with a kick to the same spot. Double knees to the face from Asuka. Dakota Kai back on the canvas and back on the receiving end again. Asuka opens up with a set of rights and a spinning back fist, gets a hold of Dakota Kai. And there's that, just slams her down again. Asuka with a kick to the midsection. Oh, here we go. Oh, man, took her down hard. Here's a cover and a hug of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, well, now. Tom Kanemaru catching it from Asuka. On that count, Dakota Kai stands up. Asuka's right there waiting for a quick counter. An elbow to the head from Dakota Kai. And she finds herself out of trouble. Whip to the ropes. A collision with no result. They lock up. Kick to the midsection from Dakota Kai. They lock up again. Asuka whip to the far corner. And here we go. Dakota Kai setting it up. Takes the trip around. There's that boot to the side of the face of Asuka. And a straight up choke from Dakota Kai. Well, he's done playing around, I guess. Double boots to the gut again. Another kick to the chest as Dakota Kai has to regain control of this one from Asuka. And really putting the boots for Asuka now. Oh, man. Now God's in the face from behind. The referee watching things very carefully. Asuka stands herself up. Looks like she's going to power her way out of this. She sure as hell did. Wow. Nicely done. A kick. A counter from Dakota Kai. Asuka rounded up again. Whoa, nice counter from Asuka. Dakota Kai back on the canvas again. A Fujiwara armbar from Asuka. Again, the referee watching this one, going to be a whole lot of submission action in this matchup so far. Dakota Kai catching those double knees again. Asuka takes herself all the way up to the top. And boom, drives the elbow right across her chest for Dakota Kai. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, man, shut up. Dakota Kai counters with a kick, gets back up on her feet. Asuka dodges out of the way. Comes up with a set of shots. And a drop kick to the knee of Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai counters, gets equally quickly back up. Delivers a kick to Asuka, rebounds off the ropes. The chiropractor. Could be the end right here, folks. 1, 2. Well, now. Cut off my junk and call me Stumpy. Asuka still in the game here. A kick to the midsection. Dakota Kai putting the boots on her, but Asuka quickly back up. Dakota Kai takes her down to the canvas. Double boots to the gut again. And again, oh man, just trying to squish her into the canvas. Set of kicks. Asuka in big trouble now, up over the shoulders of Dakota Kai. Oh man, knee right to the face. Dakota covers. Here's the ref. 1, 2. Oh man, you got this one's been crazy. Asuka, again, just showing how tough she is. This one should have been over for most people. Big time crossbody miss. Knee to the skull from Asuka. Dakota back up on her feet. Tags Asuka with a dropkick, and again, just trying to stomp Asuka into the canvas. A dragon screw counter from Asuka. Dakota Kai back standing up against the ropes. Asuka yanking on the arm against the ropes. The Empress of Tomorrow takes herself all the way up to the top. Big time crossbody. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Man, they just don't want to quit. Energizer Bunny stuff. A slam of the face into the canvas. A kick to the midsection from Asuka. She's winding it up. There's another. Oh man, beautifully done. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Wow. What? Just wow. Asuka tries it one more time here. Oh, here we go. There's the Asuka lock. And she has got Dakota Kai locked in. And that's it. She has tapped out. It is all over. Asuka picking up a win over Dakota Kai by submission.
The time 14 minutes and 26 seconds. Your winner by submission, Asuka.
Whoa, baby, Osuki boy, howdy, and man, oh man, alive. That match made me pull out all my little catchphrases. These two gals just bringing the fight in this match, with Dakota doing her worst against Asuka, who battles back to get the tap-out win on Dakota Kai with the Asuka lock. Man, that was an awesome start to the second half, and we got cruiserweight action when we return after this short break. Up next on Snarl, Cruiserweight Excellence, with the masked Boricano, El Gigante, about to turn it loose against SP1 Scotty Priest.
I just have the best time watching these cruiserweights perform, just flying all over the place.
This next contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Loiza, Puerto Rico, weighing 205 pounds, El Gigante.
The masked Boricano from Loiza, Puerto Rico, El Gigante. I love that entrance mask, though. That is definitely one of a kind. You're not going to see something like that anywhere else. Oh, man. And he is all lined up tonight to go up against SP1 Scotty Priest, a cruiserweight matchup. We're going to see these guys flying around the ring so fast. I just love watching it happen, too.
El Gigante has yet to set his sights on anyone specific in the cruiserweight division so far.
but he's had matches with all the top stars, including cruiserweight champ Gary Galaxy. He and Priest aren't what you call rivals, but they're definitely aware of each other and their abilities. And his opponent from Glen Burnie, Maryland, weighing 194 pounds, SP1, Scotty Priest.
The multi-time Snarl TV and Cruiserweight Champ SP1, forged at Warriors of Wrestling in New York, and a staple on the independent circuit, in addition to his presence in RWL. Like mentioned previously, these two know each other, but haven't really learned what makes one another tick. The action is gonna be hard to keep up with.
All right, El Vejigante and SP1 all primed and ready to go here. And Tom Canamora rings the bell. Here we go. Hard right from Priest. Spins El Vejigante around. Priest sets him up. Whoa, nice bulldog from SP1. Priest catches a kick. Vejigante off the ropes, misses with the whirly gig, doesn't get it. SP1 catches a kick. Vejigante up off the middle rope. And man, beautiful kick. Takes Scotty Priest down. Priest gathered up again. Hard forearm from El Vejigante. Priest counters. Gets back up on his feet. Moves in on El Vejigante. Catches a hard right that spins him around. Vejigante goes behind. Underhook vertical suplex. Hard forearm. SP1 goes right back down again. El Vejigante starting to really open up here in the early goings in this cruiserweight matchup. Again, these guys move really fast. All the way up, slam face first into the canvas. El Vejigante not playing around here. The masked Puerto Rican sensation making his way to the top turnbuckle here. SP1 hands himself up center ring. Here we go. Misses by a country mile with the crossbody. Priest gets the brakes put on, gets the leg swept. El Vejigante just all lit up. Beautiful heel kick from Scotty Priest. Priest double knees to the head of El Vejigante. Vejigante shoves him back up on his feet. Rebound off the, beautiful spinning senton. Oh man, he's setting it up. He's doing the bounce here. Hey buddy, boom. Oh man, big time splash from El Vejigante. Cover one. Just the one. Let's congratulate referee Tom Canamora, who has not taken a single spill tonight, despite working every single match. El Vejigante on the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Oh man, neckbreaker off the top rope. That was beautiful. El Vejigante collides with Priest. Opens up with a series of shots. Oh man, hard forearm takes Priest down to mat again. El Vejigante with a single leg crab on SP1, the ref watching it out. Priest couldn't make it to the ropes if he reaches far enough. El Vejigante gets the hold snapped off. Priest with a nice moonsault. Almost as Vejigante hit, oh man, DDT from Scotty Priest. All the way up on the top. El Vejigante laid out center ring. Just got out of the way just in time on that one. There's a kick with the chest of Scotty Priest. And now Vejigante's turn to go up top and nails the moonsault. Beautifully done. There's a cover. 1, 2. Just a 2. Scotty Priest powers out of the pin. El Vejigante misses with the driving knee. Priest delivers a kick. Nails him with a right, nails him with another kick and another and another and a chop and a kick and a whole man. SP1 opens up with a whole series of shots, ending with an enziguri for the combination kick to the midsection of El Vejigante, and there's another. The tides have turned just that quick. SP1 regains control of things here. A series of left swing rights, a double shot to the midsection, and a hurricanrana. Spins out Vejigante center ring. Here's a cover from Priest. 1, 2. Oh, man. El Vejigante raising the left shoulder. Just in time here as SP1 sets up for a possible finale here. Rounds it up. Gigante counters. Delivers a kick and a spinning kick to the side of the head of SP1. Scotty Priest laid out but good. Here's another cover. 1, 2. Another damn near fall. Kind of like a 2 and 7. SP1 refuses to give up here. A series of wrist clutch kicks and a forearm from El Gigante. All the way up on the top. SP1 stands himself up. Gigante changes his mind on the high-risk maneuver. Counters SP1. Rebounds off the ropes and nails the whirligig that time. SP1 goes for the ride. Priest laid out. Gigante on the top turnbuckle. Turns himself around and catches a couple of knees instead of a successful high-risk maneuver. Counters with a shot to the midsection. Priest counters. Knees to the face from Scotty Priest. El Gigante counters with a kick. Takes Priest down. Gigante gets a hold of the arm. Nice judo-style arm drag right there. A stomp to the midsection. El Borinqueño El Gigante with another submission. A rear chin lock on SP1. Referee Tom Canamora checking things out here. Gigante releases the hold. Rounds Priest up. Gets a hold of him. Priest counters with elbows. Backs off Gigante. Gets a hold of him. And whoa! Nice little reverse Hurricane Rana from Priest. Makes his way all the way up to the top. Waiting for El Gigante to stand up. Here we go. Hurricane Rana again from Scotty Priest. Priest with a series of kicks. A rebound off the bottom rope. Another moonsault. And another moonsault. And another moonsault. This former Snarl TV champion, this former Cruiserweight champion, former dual champion, really opening up on El Gigante. Gigante off the ropes. Gets the ankles around the head, and here we go again. Another whirligig for SP1. El Gigante trying to snatch control away again. Just as Priest gets a hold of it. Whoa! Nice slam with a pin here. 1, 2. Oh, wow, man. Again, real close, but not close enough. Priest all the way up on the top again. Gigante stands himself up. Priest right on the tailbone. He is going to regret that decision tomorrow. Gigante just coming out of it, but catches a whirligig of his own, courtesy of SP1. Knees to the face on the attempted spinning moonsault. SP1 with a Hurricane Rana on El Gigante. Wow. This one's just been wild. Gigante drags center ring. SP1 covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. And that's it. You can forget about this one. SP1 picks up the win by pinfall.
The time, 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, SP1, Scotty Priest.
An explosive cruiserweight match. And boy, did these guys out it all on the line here. Both guys zipping all over so quickly. It was dizzying at some points. But Scotty Priest picking up the win. The multi-time former champion showing what he's made of here against El Gigante.
These guys are going to wake up in the morning extra sore. When we return, the Insiders, Big Jake Blackwell and Stefan Vonberger, locking it up against Eddie Guns and Ray Guns, the Guns brothers, when we come back.
This next tag match is bound to get temperamental, as Big Jake Blackwell and Stefan Von Berger, the Insiders, get set to go up against Mr. Ringside and El Jefe, the Guns brothers.
This next tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Sylvia Strong, at a combined weight of 585 pounds, they are WL International Champion Jake Blackwell and the German technician Stefan von Berger. Together they are the Insiders.
Another stronghold tag team of high-level excellence. Jake and Von Berger are more technical than the originals and the Psychedelics, which is what makes them a blast to watch in action. The Guns brothers and the Insiders have banged heads a time or two in the past, but right now, the Insiders are in Eddie and Ray's path towards a tag title match somewhere down the path.
This match is almost guaranteed to spiral out of control, given the highly volatile personalities involved here. Plus, all the Strongholds tag teams are well-versed in endurance wrestling, and they can go a long time, like you see with the Psychedelics.
All the Stronghold stars have been on a streak since hotter than July, so don't be too shocked if the Insiders pulls rabbit from the hat here against Eddie and Ray.
Their opponents, accompanied by Women's International Champion Angie Angel Guns from the Bronx, New York, at a combined weight of 478 pounds, Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, and El Jefe Ray Guns, the Guns brothers.
The lovable rogues, the anti-heroes, the Guns brothers, along with Angie joining the boys for tonight's match, and on opponents, the Insiders. Both teams have wins against each other, and yes, after some time now, hostility is beginning to set in for the Insiders, as far as the Guns brothers are concerned.
No belts, no pressure, but both these tag teams perform at optimum. This is going to be a good one. Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. Blackwell rebounds off the ropes. Eddie Guns with look at that, Tom Kanamura. Only referee working tonight, and he survived the whole evening so far. Big Jake Blackwell goes to work on a downed Mr. Ringside. Snaps the leg. Eddie Guns still laid out center ring as Big Jake Blackwell is brought in. Mr. Ringside up on his feet. Blackwell with a shot to the midsection. Locks up. Mr. Ringside whips him to the corner. Eddie Guns counters with an elbow. A shot to the midsection. Misses with the spin kick. Double shot from Jake again. A chop across the chest. Big Jake Blackwell takes himself up middle rope. Top turnbuckle. And doing a little bit of chokey on Mr. Ringside, who rolls out center. And Big Jake really opening up here. Oh man, Fisherman Buster with a hook right here. One. Wow. Nice work. Here comes El Jefe. Ray Guns locks him up, pitches him up over onto the apron. A forearm across the face. El Jefe hangs Jake up off the middle rope. He rolls out to the floor. Big Jake Blackwell telling the fans, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. Whoa. German suplex to El Jefe from Big Jake Blackwell. Counter kick from El Jefe. Referee counting. And oh man. Up over the shoulders goes El Jefe face first into the apron. Ow. Blackwell rounds him up. Gets him back inside the ring. Referee's up to 6. Blackwell takes himself back inside. A stomp to the leg of El Jefe. Little parting shot from Jake Blackwell. Now Stefan von Berger comes in on the tag. El Jefe catching some right hands from the German technician. Von Berger. His clutch baby steps to the chest for El Jefe. Insiders not doing too bad for themselves in the opening goings here. Oh man, driving me from across town. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Damn close to a near fall early on. Von Berger tags out. Here comes Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell moves in on El Jefe Ray Guns. Snaps the arm. Parlays it into an armbar. Sylvia Strong. Yeah, that woman must never get tired of winning, huh, Johnny? Here's a cover from Jake. 1, 2, no, not even a 2. Ray Guns powering out of the pin as Von Berger is brought back in. The German technician whips El Jefe out onto the apron. Whoa! Enziguri takes Ray Guns to the outside. Stefan Von Berger slides on out after him. Gets a hold of him, rolls him back inside the ring. Stefan Von Berger rounds up El Jefe. El Jefe backs him off, rebounds off the ropes, gets a hold of him, and a Whirlicanrana for the German technician. El Jefe snap suplex. A nice moonsault as Mr. Ringside is tagged in. Going to be a fast-paced tag team match. It has been so far. Up over the shoulder, hung up on the top rope. The German technician catching it from Mr. Ringside as the Guns brothers try to take control from the Insiders, who've had the momentum on their side for most of the match so far. Hard kick to the back, a stomp from Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns. Wrist clutch, baby steps again. Man, the Guns brothers, a well-oiled machine for sure. El Jefe bought in again. A stomp to the midsection of Stefan Von Berger. Von Berger counters, back up on his feet. El Jefe kicks him right back down again, tags him with another moonsault. These guys are fast. El Jefe Ray Guns, a light heavyweight. He moves like a cruiserweight. Another Whirlicanrana for the German technician. A big old muley drop kick from El Jefe. Couple of rocket-style kicks to the head. And here comes Mr. Ringside, Stefan Von Berger. Laid out and busted open. And in some trouble here. A dragon screw to Eddie Guns as Jake Blackwell is brought in. Big Jake Blackwell locks it up. Eddie Guns with Jake over his shoulder. Head first into the turnbuckle, snake eyes. And here comes El Jefe again. Angie Angel Guns, the women's international champion, watching. There's a Hurricanrana. And another moonsault. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. And damn close to a 3. Oh, man. What a ride this one's been. Basement drop kick to the head of Jake Blackwell. El Jefe steps out. Here comes Mr. Ringside again. Big Jake Blackwell. Rounded up. Quick counter from Jake. Takes Mr. Ringside down. Winds up the arm kick to the gut. Big Jake Blackwell starts to open up on Mr. Ringside. Stunner. Okay. Blackwell gets a hold of him. Double arm suplex from the man of the people, Big Jake Blackwell. International champion. Drags Mr. Ringside center ring. Here's a cover 1. Just the one that time. Jake kind of misses with the kick. Gets a hold of Eddie Guns again. Snaps the arm. And right back into the arm bar again. Jake Blackwell, consistent if he's anything. And Mr. Ringside, not countering with any offense here. Finally shoves Blackwell down. Gets a hold of him. They lock it up, but Blackwell, a little quick on the draw, whips him to the far corner. Again, going to take himself a little seat. Play a little bit of hangman here. With Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, who rolls out center ring. Blackwell tags in Stefan Von Berger, the German technician. Quickly going for a cover here. 1. Just a 1. Well, Stefan Von Berger going to have to go back to work. series of driving knees into the chest. Von Berger bleeding from the left side of his head, possibly from his eye. Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, head first into the insider's corner, quickly finds his way out. Locks it up with Von Berger, and there's a nice kick. It takes the German technician down. El Jefe Ray Guns rejoining the thing here. Von Berger takes him down with a running kick. A kick to the back of the head. Big Jake Blackwell watching on. That's Stefan Von Berger. Rounds up Ray Guns. Discus punch. Von Berger rounds up El Jefe again. Towards the insider's corner we go. El Jefe stuck on the wrong side of town. Driving knees from Von Berger. A kick to the chest. The German technician opening up on El Jefe here. Axe kick as the momentum returns towards the insiders as Big Jake Blackwell's brought in. Jake takes himself to the top turnbuckle. El Jefe standing himself up. Here we go. Double axe handle right across the head of Ray Guns. Here's a cover from Jake. 1, 2, but no dice. El Jefe Ray Guns still not giving up as we approached about the halfway mark in this 20-minute time limit matchup. Kick to the midsection from El Jefe as Mr. Ringside's brought in. Angie Angel Guns watching top work. Here's a kick to the face of Big Jake Blackwell. Oh, look at this. Oh! Well, Tom Canamora must have been looking the other way. He saw what happened. Big Jake Blackwell caught it low. Oh, here we go. El Jefe Ray Guns exploiting it. There's a figure 4. Big Jake Blackwell quickly turns it around on El Jefe. Finds his way out. That was a close call, though. Big Jake Blackwell. Nice suplex. With a pin. Jake gets a hold of Mr. Ringside, shows him the outside. El Jefe against the ropes. Blackwell yanks that rope, uses it on the leg, misses with the clothesline, gets a hold of El Jefe, shot to the back of the head. Returns to his corner, leaving El Jefe laid out. Decides to go back to work here. Oh man, that's a nasty backbreaker from Big Jake Blackwell. Covers, hooks the leg. 1. Just a 1. That backbreaker was pretty bad. I thought he would have got at least a 2 on that one. Blackwell rounds up El Jefe. El Jefe rounds up Blackwell. Head first into the turnbuckle. Goes the man of the people as Eddie Guns is brought in on the tag. Hard knee. Rebound off the ropes. Whoa. Nasty clothesline. A stomp to the shoulder. Big Jake Blackwell suddenly finding himself in a fix here. Mr. Ringside starts to open up. A whole series of shots. A drop kick to the knee. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, what a match these two teams have provided here. El Jefe tags in. Von Berger tags in. Tilts a world backbreaker. And a moonsault from El Jefe Ray Guns on the German technician. Running flying punch from Von Berger. Here's a cover. 1, 2. El Jefe reaching out for that bottom rope. The Guns brothers, some definite ring generals for sure. Stefan Von Berger, the German technician, with wrist clutch kicks to El Jefe Ray Guns. Oh man. Well, they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. Double knees to the back. as Stefan Von Berger steps out, and here comes Big Jake Blackwell again. Hurricane Rana from El Jefe. Ray Guns gonna take the man of the people for a little drag halfway across the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. And still not quite done enough. El Jefe with a neck breaker on Big Jake Blackwell. Here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns again. They lock up. Up over the shoulder, but Blackwell goes behind, counters with a chop block to the knee of Mr. Ringside. And here comes Von Berger again. The German technician running spear. And here's a cover. 1, 2. Whole lot of near falls in this one. Off the middle rope. Cross body across the back. Wrist clutch kicks. A rolling forearm. Eddie Guns in big trouble center ring. And here comes Big Jake Blackwell again. International champion. Rounds up. Mr. Ringside. There's a stunner. And here's a cover too. 1, 2. Shut up. Wow. Oh, guys. This one's gone a long way here. Mr. Ringside. Back up on his feet. Gets a hold of Blackwell. Escorts him to the Guns Brothers corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Jake. Here comes El Jefe, a poke in the chops from Mr. Ringside. Up over. Oh, look at this. A rebound off the rope. Wow. That was a nasty double team move from the Guns Brothers. Hard shot spins Blackwell around. Neckbreaker from El Jefe. As the Guns Brothers try to turn it around on the insiders here. Ray Guns hangs Blackwell up off the top rope. Couple of hard kicks. Here comes Mr. Ringside again. Big Jake Blackwell catches a moonsault. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, man, what is going on with these guys? Series of kicks to the head. Blackwell back up on his feet. Charges clothesline. Takes Mr. Ringside out to the floor. Okay. Mr. Ringside. What is going on with you, Big Jake Blackwell? Rolls himself back in. Kick to the midsection. Oh, here we go. The flatliner. Well, that's definitely going to be right there. 1, 2. Wow. Big Jake Blackwell survives the flatliner. Eddie Gunn's going to make him pay for that one. As Von Berger goes to work on El Jefe on the outside. Eddie Guns misses with the driving knee. Big Jake Blackwell gathers up Mr. Ringside. Gets a hold of him. Snap suplex. Von Berger working on El Jefe. Ray Guns on the outside. He's not going to be much help. Here's a, oh man, another takedown from Big Jake Blackwell to Mr. Ringside. And here we go. Here's an armbar. Fujiwara armbar. Big Jake Blackwell on Eddie Guns. Eddie Guns tapping out. That is it. The Insiders with a buzzer beater to none for sure. Wow.
The time, 16 minutes and 38 seconds. Your winners by submission, the Insiders.
There's just nothing to say here. But damn, that was a ride and a half, wasn't it? An amazing tag match. And finally, we get our win. With a tap-out victory for Jake and Von Berger over those notorious Guns brothers.
A neat and workmanlike job well done by the Insiders.
And that's a win that not everyone can claim to have pulled off. Seriously smooth way to win the match in the late stages and spare us all from a time limit draw.
Our Ladies Champions dual main event between Jeannie Dynamite and Liberty Bell Danielle is straight ahead, just as soon as we return right after this. fans and fam, just a couple of quick notes before the main event gets underway. A quick word about the ongoing Sweet Revenge Summer Tour as we stop here in the Great White North. As you know, every card is a part of the tour, and that tour is ending on Labor Day in September. Because that's the scheduled date for this year's tour ending Labor Day Slamathon, there isn't going to be a supercard in the month of August. Instead, expect usual monthly shows like Ladies' Night, our WL Southwestern, and somewhat our standalone special cards as we wend our way towards the end of this summer's tour.
Alright, well, what a main event we got here. Dual champion, Dynamite Jeannie Parker, facing my lady, Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote, Triple Crowner. And what a championship ladies duel this is going to be.
Tonight's Snarl main event is a non-title special exhibition. All ladies champions duel one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Richmond, Virginia, she is the RWL Women's World Champion and one-third of the RWL Ladies Tag Trio Champions, the Queen Dynamite Jeannie Parker.
It really has to be like a breath of fresh air for these two ladies, these two top stars in our WL Ladies division, to just be in a match with an opponent, just for the sake of competing. As nature intended, a match where your opponent doesn't hate your guts and isn't trying to destroy you or your career. Well, Jeannie and Danielle are those people. Both fought hard to get where they are, to get everything they've got. And tonight, these two drawer women's champions will lock it up for the first time since March of 2024. A year and a half it's been since their last match. You got to imagine if it's a match they're going to enjoy competing in.
Her opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, residing in Burke Burnett, Texas, the Joyce Grable Tournament champion, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, and the Snarl Women's Champion, All-American Liberty Belle, Danielle Heathcote.
Yeah, GB, it's a whole different feel to a match like this, where the two contestants actually respect one another's abilities, achievements, and whatnot, making one just plain want to go for it with one another, just to see who's got it just a little bit better that time. That's what's going on here between the sexy soul sister of the squared circle and the Triple Crown Liberty Belle. To take a break from all that, just to wrestle a great match for themselves and the fans in the seats, that's a whole different vibe, Johnny.
Oh, definitely a one-of-a-kind main event here tonight. Oh, man, here we go. Tom Kanamura rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. They lock up Jeannie Parker. Pushing Danielle into the corner. The ref's going to have to break this one up. You get a clean break. All right, that's good. Danielle tries for the Hurricane Rana, winds up getting powerbombed. Liberty Belle Danielle back to a standing position. Jeannie Parker with a roll-up pin. Look at this right here with the bridge. One, but just one. Now, these ladies trying all kinds of things here. Trying it again to roll up with the bridge. One. But again, just the one. Danielle Heathcote with an elbow. Jeannie counters with a jab, but chop across the chest. Danielle goes behind. Nice inverted DDT from Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote. A kick to the back of Jeannie Parker. Jeannie wound up by Danielle. Kick and wing suplex. And Danielle Heathcote followed up with a kick and a stomp. Jeannie Parker counters with an elbow. Gets a hold of Danielle. Whips her over the top rope out onto the floor. Jeannie Parker doing a little bit of showing off here. Again, both ladies in this benefit exhibition matchup. Jeannie Parker makes her way out. Nails Danielle with a jab. Danielle gives her a Three Stooges poke in the eye. Well, now, Jeannie whipped to the corner. And there's a monkey toss from Danielle Heathcote. A kick to the back of Jeannie Parker. Liberty Belle Danielle working on the arm and shoulder of Dynamite Jeannie Parker center ring. And Jeannie Parker looks kind of stuck at the moment. Danielle not releasing that hold. Trying to wear Jeannie down. Finally, let's go. Follows up with a stomp. An arm drag from Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Whoa! Hard shot. Takes Danielle down, followed up with a stomp to the leg. Jeannie Parker with a little bit of dancing here. Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Whips Danielle to the ropes. A jawjacker. A counter from Jeannie, followed up with a kick. Jeannie Parker making her way around, trying to decide where she's going to go next. Takes herself up to the top turnbuckle. Danielle tries to put a stop to it, but Jeannie Parker misses with the move anyway. Catches a couple of overhand rights from Liberty Bell Danielle. Danielle Heathcote whips Parker to the corner. Jeannie Parker counters with an elbow, gets a hold of Danielle. Whips her to the far corner, charges, fails to connect with the charging splash. Danielle gets a hold of Jeannie. Hip toss. Liberty Bell Danielle also working the crowd here in Calgary. Both these ladies, championship caliber, both with a great deal of respect, a great deal of respect. Oh man, Jeannie Parker whips her out onto the apron, doesn't see Danielle making her way to the top turnbuckle. There's a double axe handle, and down goes Jeannie. Jeannie Parker rounded up by Liberty Bell Danielle, whipped into the corner. Jeannie Parker counters with an elbow. A Hurricanrana from the Women's World Champion. Danielle laid out. Here we go. The crossbody doesn't connect. Jeannie Parker catches a couple of knees from a triple crowner. Liberty Bell Danielle. Jeannie counters. Danielle counters. Nails Jeannie with the right. Puts the boot to the throat of Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Follows up with a stomp and another. Danielle with an alley-oop assist to Jeannie out of the corner. Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote taking a moment here. Jeannie Parker counters, gets back up on her feet. Danielle gets a hold of Jeannie. Whoa! Heel kick. Takes her down. Liberty Bell Danielle with an elbow to the leg of Jeannie Parker. Jeannie gets rounded up by Liberty Bell Danielle. Countered by Jeannie Parker. Danielle counters Jeannie. Jeannie gets a hold of Danielle. Dragon sleeper. Releases it. Taken down into a crossface by Liberty Bell Danielle. Possible submission here. Nope. Jeannie Parker finding the counter move out of that one. A quick forearm. A kick to the midsection from Danielle. Jeannie whipped over the top rope out onto the floor. Liberty Bell Danielle makes her way to the outside, goes after the Women's World Champion. Gets a hold of her, drives her into the barricade. Jeannie Parker counters. Danielle counters with a kick. Jeannie counters with a jab and a shoulder tackle, makes her way back inside the ring. Oh, look at this. These two ladies just doing all kinds of showing off tonight. And this exhibition championship ladies duel. Danielle Heathcote trying to make her way to a standing position. Jeannie Parker goes out after her. Counters with a kick to Danielle. Danielle misses with the kick. Jeannie Parker gets a hold of her. Has her up. Power bombs her on the outside. And counters it into a Boston Crab. Nice parlay move right there from Jeannie Parker. But Danielle sweeps the leg, slips out the back door. Referee continuing to count both ladies here. Danielle rounded up by Jeannie Parker. Hard shot to the midsection. A counter from Danielle makes her way back inside the ring. Dynamite Jeannie Parker in hot pursuit. Gets a hold of her, turns her around. Has her up. Drives a backbreaker. Drives the knee right into the back of Liberty Bell Danielle. Jeannie drives her knee into the chest. Jeannie Parker rounds her up again. Danielle counters, but Jeannie counters too. Clothesline. A second one. A rebound off the ropes and a heel kick from Jeannie Parker to Liberty Bell Danielle. And there it is, that split-legged leg drop. Oh, man. Liberty Bell Danielle rolls center ring. Jeannie Parker all the way up on the top. Fails to connect with the leg drop that time. Danielle countered by Jeannie Parker. Parker whips her to the far corner. Danielle counters with an elbow. Takes her down. And into an ankle lock. And here's a possible submission. Jeannie Parker in big trouble. The referee checking it out says, hold on a minute. Jeannie Parker with a couple of kicks gets herself free of that hold. Both ladies back to their feet. A sleeper hold from Danielle. Danielle releases that one. Drags Jeannie Parker towards center ring. Thinks she might have done enough damage here. Here's a cover. Here's a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, man. Jeannie Parker powering out of that one. Danielle with a basement drop kick to the back of the head of Jeannie Parker. Jeannie Parker back up on her feet, catches an elbow from Danielle Heathcote. Shoves Danielle down to the canvas. Jeannie Parker rounds her up. Misses with the double axe handle. Danielle with a shoulder tackle takes Jeannie Parker down. She rolls out to the floor. Liberty Bell Danielle turning things around for her side here. Danielle yanked to the outside by Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Jeannie rounds her up. Danielle counters, quickly makes her way back inside the ring. So does Jeannie Parker, gets a hold of her. Facebuster, center ring, right in the heart of the logo. Jeannie Parker with a flip over neck whip, followed up with a stomp. Here's a cover and a hug of the leg, center ring. 1, 2, 3, and this one's a wrap. Dynamite Jeannie Parker picking up the win in this matchup by pinfall.
The time, exactly 9 minutes. Your winner by pinfall, Dynamite Jeannie Parker.
How about that? This match was better than their last one, and their last one was pretty damn good. Wow.
All right, no one in this match held anything back. They wrestled as if belts were at stake. And what we all got here was a 5-star match. And yeah, check these two out. I really wish we had more like these two competing here. You new young stars just coming into the game. Watch both these two, because that's how it's done. True professionals to the bone.
I enjoyed the hell out of this one, guys. Again, no rivalries, no deep-rooted hatreds or jealousies, no neuroses, just two great talents using every move and hold in their playbooks trying to outmove one another. And there's very few top stars that compete on this level. And these two gals are top shelf stuff for sure.
And now, they're gonna both return to the routine of title defenses, rivalries, and of course, sweet revenge. But this main event was a memorable matchup. And nice to see the friendship between Jeannie Parker and Liberty Bell. But they competed hard, using all their best stuff.
Wowzers, that was one for the books. And that's a wrap for this edition of Snarl. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. It helps the channel a bunch. Our WL will be back Monday night, August the 4th, when Don Hickson and his crew host our WL Rage. For Texan GB, yours truly, Wally Cardinal, saying thanks, good night, and be safe. Catch you next Saturday night.